Hello friends, welcome to this channel. Karnataka is historic, gracious and seamlessly surprising. Now we are going to Halebidu, once the capital of the Hoysala Empire, to appreciate the Hoysaleswara temple. In 1110 AD, when the King Vishnuvardhan came to power, Belur was the capital of Hoysala Empire. But during his reign, he moved his capital to present-day Halebidu, formerly known as Dwarasamudra. Like the Chennageshwar temple of Belur, here he started to build another of his masterpieces, the Hoysaleswara temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. Here lies in the middle of ruins in the modern day Halebidu a stupendous ancient temple, Hoysaleswara. The temple town Dwarasamudra was the capital of the Hoysala rulers after they moved the capital from Belur. Halebidu is a recent name the city got after Dwarasamudra was ransacked twice by the army of Delhi Sultanate. Halebidu means ruined city. Construction always elucidates the expertise of architects who erected it. Even though ruined partially, still the temples of Halebidu are some of the fine existing remainings of Hoysala period. Hoysala Empire lasted about 340 years, 1006 AD to 1346 AD. Halebidu grew for 150 years, peaked for 150 years, and fell for 40 years. Like the Chennageshwar, this temple also stands on a platform and decorated splendidly with many layers of friezes. The inside and outside of this temple are very similar to the Chennageshwar temple. These massive pillars proclaim the hard work done by the artisans to realize this intricate temple. Wherever you look, you can see exquisite artworks. The ceiling is richly decorated with fine carvings. The exactitude of Hoysala artisans is appreciable. Each pillar is slowly and carefully decorated. Carefully carved out sculptures will leave you in awe. From floor to roof, everything is stone. Unlike other Shiva temples, here two Nandi statues nestle against the main temple. Excessive erotic arts could be seen in some temples like Khajuraho, Konark and Virupaksha, but here it is very minimal. Each relief is incredibly carved out to surprise onlookers. How many days it might have took them to sew these stone beads onto the garments of these deities. These decorative bands or friezes are cross-sections of the Hoysala society. Percussionists, dancers, businessmen, travelers, musicians and villagers all took their places in the friezes. Dwarasamudra, what we now call Halebidu, was once a cultural heartland of Hoysala Empire. The Iranic kings of Hoysala spent their time pondering literature, art, architecture, education and music. These walls tell the stories of gods and brave Hoysala rulers. These elegant sculptures tell the craftsmanship of architects and artisans of Hoysala period. How painstakingly they might have chiseled these sculptures out of the stone blocks. But unfortunately, many sculptures were ruined. Since some of these sculptures are about the victory of Hoysala rulers over their enemies, they are decapitated by the invaders. The sophistication of Hoysala society was unmatched. More than 800 years before, when the female counterparts of kings were plebeian to many countries, here in Hoysala society, women enjoyed equality with men. The temple has undergone many severe damages. Here we can see the proof. Still, people all over the world come here to admire the leftovers after the demolition of this ancient city Dwarasamudra. Because Halebidu is also home to some of the best specimens of Hindu and Jain temples with Hoysala architecture. Hoysala rulers patronized literature and art. Music and dance encouraged under Hoysala rule. Well-educated queens of Hoysala Empire promoted music and dance, and some of them helped kings in the administration of the kingdom as well as building temples around their capital city. And Carnatic literature and art had their heyday in the 12th and 13th century. Art, music, dance, poetry, drama, sculpture, painting, philosophy and religion all reached new heights. Once a thriving intellectual center, Halebidu is strewn with abandoned temples, grand even in their ruined state. This Hoysaleshwara temple is one of them. This temple dedicated to Lord Shiva was, and still, an artistic wonder, built in the 12th century by the King Vishnuvardhan. See all these exquisite rock carvings. After the entire Karnataka was ransacked and looted by the Delhi Sultanate in the 14th century, this temple, along with many others, fell into a state of ruin and neglect. Unlike some of the archaeological important sites in some states of India, here in Karnataka the government maintains their historical sites knowing their value and significance in attracting tourists and also to look back on our architecture heritage. Thank you for watching this video and see you again in the next video.